Hello everyone, this is Owen Wall Street with the TradersPerspective.com doing my Wednesday evening analysis. Before you, you have natural gas on a weekly time frame. Wanted to start off with the weekly time frame again to kind of give everyone a perspective of what's been happening. A few weeks back, I did indicate that there was a probability of this being a very nice head and shoulders pattern, and since then it's been playing out uh, quite perfectly, and so natural gas is continuing to drift lower. So today actually caught a lot of people off guard. Over the weekend, there was some news about Qatar, and then they wanted to pump out more natural gas production, etc. But the money flow has been coming out of natural gas for the past few weeks now, and it just seems like this 50% retracement level in the grand scheme of things, taking this low on the weekly up to this high. You could see here that we usually penetrate below this 50% level. You can see here that we did have a lot of wicks down here. So you'd be looking at prices to come down to about 2.6, 2.7, and then on to around 2.5 or so, just looking at this 61.8% magic number. So if you don't know about the 61.8% level, that's usually a good loading zone. So if you're looking to play a bounce, this is a good area to kind of keep your eye on. Specifically, since we've resisted this 38.2% level perfectly, and then broke below this uptrend line here. If we do not retake this uptrend line going into the end of the week, then natural gas is going to be heading for some further downside. So let me just go ahead and get rid of this little arrow here for you. And again, you can see here a little bit more clearly that if I drop down to the daily time frame, you'll see the break and what's exactly happening. So we have the 50 crossing below the 200. Obviously, that's more of a bearish cross. Here you can see the 3.07 level was the resistance. Also, the 38.2 retracement level. And now we're approaching this 2.8 level, otherwise known as the 50% retracement level. So if natural gas is to kind of hold a little bit of itself together here, then I would expect to see a little bit of a bounce here, maybe to try to come back above this uptrend line here that we have broken below. But given the sheer size of this candlestick today, I would expect definitely some further downside in the near term, and the amount of downside is going to be dependent upon if we do at least get some kind of a bounce here near this 2.8 level. If that level does not hold, then we are going to come down in orderly fashion and quite quickly, I believe. Again, jumping back to this weekly time frame, on moves that are of this caliber, it's always better to look at your longer time frames to see exactly where the good loading areas are, as well as what your support and resistance levels are. For these larger moves, again, this is how you pay attention and save yourself some serious losses. So again, looking for this 50% level to hold, and possibility in the upcoming weeks to drift lower to the 61.8 level around 2.5. Just looking at this neckline here on this pattern. So if that breaks, then further downside to about that 2.14 level. So that's the next level beyond that. But not to get ahead of ourselves, just to take it in stride day by day. I will be doing another update on Sunday. But as far as natural gas is concerned, over this near term, dropping down to the hourly time frame for you to give you a better picture of what's happening. All right, so here's a look at the hourly time frame, and you can see once price did penetrate below this uptrend line here, we came down in pretty quickly and aggressively. So right now you kind of want to see if these lows are going to hold and if we can kind of get something together. So keep your eyes out on what the price is doing essentially. If we can confirm a bottom here, because clearly we still see a little bit more sell pressure here on this hourly time frame, that's going to be the key. So dropping down to the 30-minute time frame, you're going to want to see if price is going to be able to hold this 2.83 level. Clearly we still have a lot of resistance coming in here, so I would expect that overnight that we will probably drift lower. Again, as I mentioned, there's going to be a drift probably towards 2.8 even, and then we might see a nice clean bounce. But overall, still see more weakness with natural gas, and we're just going to have to see what happens as tonight goes on and we head into the end of the week. But just keep in mind on a longer time frame, still looking at a head and shoulders pattern and further retracement based on the Fibonacci levels. I'm on Wall Street. This has been a presentation of the tradersperspective.com. Thank you all so much for watching.